What's up, everybody? Alienated History here, back with another video. And today I think I'm going to be looking at some Canadian small cents. Not really hunting any, but if you saw my shout out Sunday video that I did, the last one I did, I got some coins in from a couple of guys, Brian Jensen and Dean from Massabesic Gold and Silver. And I just kind of want to do a video on these just because I think they're so cool, and I really like the old Canadian cent look. Like, I think they're super cool, you know. And so I just wanted to kind of showcase a little bit of this. So let me get these books out of the way, and then I will grab a stack. We'll do Brian's first because his are in 2x2s. And then we will look at what Dean sent over. And I know I showed these on the video, but I just wanted to show them again. So I got a 2006 zinc cent here. And when I talked to Brian, we talked about, he told me he had some cents that would go in my album that I didn't have. And these are some of them. So it's the 2003 here. And he did send me a few. There was one that there was two that he had that were lower mintage, and we did some trading on them, and he went on ahead and sent those over for me as well. So we've got the 47 blunt 7 here. I'll set that right there. And we got ourselves a 1954. And we got ourselves a 49. There's King George VI. And then here we've got ourselves a 24, which has King George V on it there. And I don't know, for whatever reason, I really like this portrait. Just the fact that he's like wearing this crown. I think it looks super cool. Super cool. And then here we've got 1922. King George V. And we've also got 1921 with King George V. All right, so those are Brian's. And then over here, I've got what Dean sent. So we've got ourselves King George V, which is a 1930. All right. And then we've got a 26. King George V here, 1926. And then King George V, 1922. I always like coins from 1922. That was the year my grandpa was born. So I think 22 was a good year. Not the tire. And we've got 1924 here. And we've also got a 1927. $1923. And one more here. A 1921. All right. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go on ahead and plug these in because these books are really hard to get cents in sometimes, and I do not want you guys to watch me struggle. So let me get these plugged in, and we'll check them out in the book. So we'll start with number 1 here. This will have all the oldies in it. So we got the 1920. 1922, 1923, the 1924, 1926, 1927, and the 1930 down there. So as you can see, the pennies, or the cents, excuse me, the cents that have, you know, $1 million, $1.5 million, those are considered key date cents, I do believe. So we did end up with several of those. And we also ended up with almost all the 20s that we needed. I need the 25 and I need the 31 to finish out this page of this book here. And then Over here, we ended up with the 1947 Maple Leaf Blunt 7. Now, if you're not familiar with this, there are two variants. There's the Blunt 7 and then there's the Pointed 7, where it shows, you see there on the 1947, so the top right corner of the 7 is either pointed or blunt, and you can usually see it pretty good under a microscope. So I've got the pointed 7, whoops, and then Brian sent me the blunt 7. And he also sent me the 1949 and the 1954. So I am pretty stoked on these. I just need now just a few cents to finish out this first book, which I never thought would happen this soon. So I am really, really excited. And then here on the second book here, we ended up with the 2003, I think I called it a diadem, but I think it's diadem, right? It's the crown. So it's got this obverse on it as opposed to the uncrowned version, which is this. So, but yeah, so we ended up with the 2003 diadem. And then over here on this page, we ended up with the 2006 Royal Canadian Mint Zinc. And the RCM, which means Royal Canadian Mint, that is the mint mark that's on the obverse of the coin. So yeah. So with that being said, all in all, I am really, really excited because these books have filled up quicker than I could have ever thought possible. And I do want to thank Brian Jensen and Dean from Massabesic Gold and Silver for sending these over to me for my book. And I also want to thank Round and Shiny. I did a video. He had sent me 5 rolls of Canadian cents here a few weeks ago, and I did a video on it. So I'm going to link that right up here. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. He helped me fill these 2 books so much. Before that, I was just, going through coin roll hunting and what I had in my collection. But when Michael sent me that stuff, or when Michael from Round and Shiny sent that stuff over to me, he really helped me fill these things up. So did Dean and so did Brian. So I'm going to link all 3 of their channels down below. Go check out the video that I did when Michael sent me those first 5 rolls, and you can see kind of how it all progressed. So with that being said, this was super, super fun. I really, really enjoy these Canadian small cents. I think they're beautiful. They're beautiful, beautiful coins. And I'm always pleased when I can do a video on them. So, you guys have been great, and I've been Nate, and I'll see you next time. So thanks so much for watching Alienated History, and I will see you.